Hi everybody, it's Vanessa. Welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I'm really happy to be doing videos again. I took kind of a break for the past almost 3 months by the time that I put this out. Just a lot of things happened over the past 3 months. Maybe I'll talk about it in a later video, but today I am back with a TikTok made me buy it type of video because TikTok made me buy this. The Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation. And I got mine in the shade Light Medium Neutral Olive 210. That's kind of a long name for a foundation shade, but it's right there. And yeah, so obviously, you know, TikTok rules most of our lives, as it does with me, my life. It rules my life. It rules pretty much most of the things that I buy. And I've been seeing so many advertisements for the Kosas foundation. Now, I don't think that I've ever bought anything from this brand. I might have once gotten something like in like a little trial size or something for free at Sephora, but I have never willingly gone out and bought a Kosas item. So all of a sudden, for this to be getting all the hype that I've seen it getting hyped, it's kind of, you know, like, okay, well, I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and give it a try. So I also bought the Kosas Cloud Set powder to kind of go along with it, and I got mine in the shade Comfy Sheer Medium. I'm always on the hunt for a really good powder, and this kind of seemed like a light setting powder, nothing too heavy, so thought, you know, might as well kind of give it a try because it's also been getting a lot of hype, at least on my side of TikTok. For the foundation, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I'll correct myself if I'm wrong, that it's labeled as one of those like clean products on the Sephora site. It's got a lot of claims. It claims to have medium coverage and natural dreamy finish. I did not make that up. It says, oh, right there, natural dreamy finish. It's got SPF 25, natural dewy, no, excuse me, natural dreamy finish. Skincare powerhouse. It's claiming a lot of things right now, so we're going to see about that. Some more claims. A clean, skin improving, medium coverage foundation powerhouse. Treatment plus SPF to reveal your best, most vibrant skin without feeling makeupy. Your dream skin revealed. Alive, brighter, hydrated, visibly plumped. Soothe protected. Skincare powered. Hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, peptides, squalane, provitamin B5, arnica, caffeine, and artemisia flower. I'm probably butchering that, but yeah. So it's got SPF 25, which isn't like a lot of sunscreen, but you know, some is better than none. It also claims to be free of silicone, mineral oil, talc, and fragrance free. So that is a giant mouthful of a lot of claims, and we're gonna see how it lives up to all of its claims. But yeah, so I saw this foundation being advertised first in like kind of like those TikTok ads, and I've been seeing it just kind of promoted as being like this amazing foundation by some other influencers on TikTok as well. So first thing, I kind of like the packaging. I mean, it means nothing. Packaging for the most part means nothing, but this is kind of cool. It's got like a yellow, and I like yellow, type of thing going on. And thankfully it is a pump. By the looks of it, I think it's going to be a pretty good shade match for me. I can't remember the exact shade range. I'm going to put it somewhere up here, but for the most part, I think it's kind of a decent shade range. Could be better, but pretty decent in my opinion. As for the powder, I've been seeing it advertised just kind of being like a more lightweight, nothing too heavy. I don't think it's going to be one of those powders, at least from the way that I understood it. I'm messing up my polish right here. I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to add any substantial coverage to your foundation. It's just kind of like to kind of set it, and to kind of like maybe blur the pores a little bit, but it looks like this. And I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch it a little bit, and yeah, as far as I can tell, there's like little to like no coverage, which is fine with me. I'm just looking for something to kind of set the foundation. So the plan is to basically put the foundation on and kind of see how that performs, but I also want to test out the powder that I really want to try out, and I don't want to wait for a separate video. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the powder on only half of my face. I'm probably going to do this side and only set this side with the powder to kind of see the difference and see if it helps it to last any, you know, longer than without the powder. So that's the plan. Okay, so let's get started with the application. Like I said, my shade is, it's not on the bottle. Wait, here it is. Light, medium, neutral, olive 210 right here. And we're just going to go ahead and squeeze it out. Oh. Okay, right off the bat, it's kind of got like a medium, not too watery, not too thick consistency. Definitely very olive. And it's a good time to be using a more medium coverage foundation because my nose and my chin have been kind of acting up. And it's feeling like I'm 17 again. And I'm using my little yellow blender thingy right here. Okay, so I am done blending, and on camera I feel like it's coming off a little like too olivey. It doesn't look like that in person, I think. In person, I think it's actually like a pretty decent shade match in my opinion. Let me just open up the window just a little bit to kind of get some natural sunlight in. Yeah, in person I feel like it's not a terrible shade match. I feel like it's just mostly on camera that it's looking a little too olivey and almost like a little bit, I don't know, like a little bit green on screen. I don't know. Anywho, aside from that, it is looking very glowy, as you can see. The foundation hasn't totally set yet. I'm going to give it a few minutes as I'm kind of getting ready with the rest of my makeup. But it's very glowy. It's very glowy. I think it did a pretty good job at covering up kind of like the pimple scars and redness that I was kind of having on my chin. My nose stuff is still pretty visible, but it's not claiming to be full coverage. It said medium coverage, which is what I would expect from a medium coverage foundation. It doesn't feel thick or sticky really. I feel like it feels pretty comfortable, I would say, but I just can't get over how glowy it is. It's almost kind of like uncomfortably glowy, if you know what I mean. So normally I don't always set my foundations. I always set the under eye, but I don't always set everywhere else. But this kind of gives me the feeling like, even though it doesn't feel greasy or anything like that, it just looks like I would, if I weren't doing like a kind of first impression video, my first instinct would be to set it like right away. So in a way, it's a good thing that it's glowy because we get to really see how the powder is going to work out. Can't remember if I read the claims for the powder, but we're just going to go ahead and read them right now. Super smooth, no shine, all set. An ultra soft sheer setting and smoothing powder baked with skincare actives that help minimize shine and the appearance of pores. Unique airy texture gives an unreal finish that feels nothing or feels like nothing on the skin. So that's kind of like what we're looking for. I don't want to add any more coverage to the foundation. I just kind of want the shine to like just kind of calm down a bit, you know? So I think I showed it to you guys before. It definitely has that kind of like domey baked texture. And let's go ahead. I'm going to use my Morphe R10 right here. I don't even know if it's still being sold. It just looks like it would be a good fit for this type of, powdery, this type of powder. So we're just going to go ahead and pat it. And I'm going to do this side of my face with the powder. This side, I'm just going to leave it as is. Okay, I'm going to test out the pore minimizing aspect of this as it's claiming right around here. Let's see. Just go ahead and set the under eye too. The powder definitely feels very soft. I think airy is like a good way to describe it. I feel like it did a little something for my pores, as you can kind of see. But I think most of that just comes from kind of taking the shine away from the foundation, you know? The pore minimizing is not like something out of this world, in my opinion. Okay, so I finished applying the powder on this side of the face, and as you can tell, it took most of the glow away. I feel like there's still like a little hint of like glowiness on this side, but I feel like it made the foundation go from like a very dewy to like more natural finish. I don't feel like it did anything too crazy to like minimize the pores or anything, but it definitely kind of did kind of hide them a little bit. The powder feels very light, very comfortable, does not feel stiff or anything like that. Obviously, I do feel a little bit of a difference because this side is like completely like drastically different from this side, as you can tell, like right there and then like right here. But I'm liking it with the powder. Without the powder, it's still not, as you can tell, like right here, like there's no shine right here, and look at how shiny this is right there. I feel like this side just hasn't set yet. I think both sides look really nice. This looks a little too glowy for my taste, but we're gonna see what it looks like with everything else on. And this side just looks really, I don't know, like a nice soft natural finish is how I would describe it. But yeah, right now I'm kind of leaning more towards liking it with the powder over here. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup. I just realized that I powdered this without putting concealer on. And so I guess it's going to be a no concealer type of day. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup off camera, and I will see you guys back here in a little bit. Okay guys, I'm back. I just finished the rest of my makeup, and the foundation I don't feel like the glowiness went down in any way. Like it was still very, very glowy. And the only thing that really kind of took it away was when I went in to set my under eyes. I set it with my favorite Givenchy powder, and I only set my under eye just like right here, and that was it. So obviously that did take away the glowiness on that area. But I feel like everywhere else I used all powder products, and it kind of mattified the foundation a little bit. And I mean, I'm liking how it's looking right now on this side. This side over here, I feel like it looks the same. It looks really nice. I like it. This side over here, the only real kind of like shiny part where I didn't put any setting powder is kind of like around right here, or I didn't really use any powder products. And I kind of keep going back and forth as to like what side of my face I'm looking better in. I don't know. I think I'm kind of liking the side without the powder right now. I feel like it's definitely one of those foundations that really should only be set in certain areas, and the rest it's just going to do its thing and it's going to look beautiful. I feel like this one is just one where you just selectively place setting powder and it looks really nice. I don't know. I'm kind of torn. This one just obviously looks a little bit more matte. I don't know. I just feel like everything is just popping a little bit better on this side right here. You know, from my blush and my bronzer, I feel like everything is just popping better on the side with no powder on it. This point I'm kind of rambling, but I don't know which side I like. I started off liking this side and now I'm liking this side. So I guess that's where it's gonna end for right now. Right now the time is, okay, it's 12:57 right now, and officially I am leaning more towards liking the side with no setting powder. The only place that I set was just right here under the eye because of my creases right here. Yeah, I'm going back and forth, but right now I have to say that I significantly like this side a lot more. So I'm a little bit torn, but yeah, I'll end this right now, and I will see you guys back here in about 3.5 hours. Bye. All right, guys, I'm back and it's 4:52. As you can see, the foundation's holding up pretty well on both sides, I would say. I'm looking at both sides right now in the mirror, and I still think that the products, like the blush and bronzer, just pop a little bit more on this side right here than they do on this side. I just feel like they didn't lay down as nicely, I think. I mean, this side definitely looks a little bit less shiny. Not necessarily mattified, but just not as shiny. So that's, not a bad thing at all. But right now I'm definitely still leaning more towards liking the side without the powder. The powder definitely looks really nice and everything. But yeah, I just, I don't feel like it adds anything special to it or anything like that. Like I said, it definitely, like, if you are more into the matte look, you'll definitely want to set it with some sort of powder. But the Kosas powder by itself, I don't know, I'm at this point I can kind of take it or leave it. But yeah, those are my opinions about 3.5 hours in. I'll see you guys back here in about another 3-ish hours for my final check-in. Alright guys, it's the end of the video. I've got my robe on. I am done with the day. Yeah, it's 7:46 and I've pretty much made up my mind about the foundation, which is why I'm ending the video just a little bit early. So, okay. I'm gonna look at myself in the mirror one more time. I have to say, for whatever reason, I like the side that doesn't have pretty much any powder on, except for like right here. There's just something, I don't know, like I started off not liking it. I felt like it was a little too glowy, but yeah, like it kind of just grew on me. Because in the beginning, I really did think it was going to be one of those foundations that's just like too greasy. It's just not going to look good, but it kind of grew on me once the whole thing kind of came together. This foundation gets a lot of hype on social media, but to a certain extent, I think it's well deserved. Do I think it's like the most amazing, long-lasting foundation ever? No. Does it last really well on the skin? Absolutely. Like, I'm looking at myself right now, the areas that were powdered, the areas that were not powdered, and I mean, it all looks pretty nice in my opinion. I don't think anything looks a little too greasy or too cakey. It did rub off on my nose, but I'm always rubbing my nose, so that's expected. My forehead is a little bit shiny, but nothing like that I can't really just grab a little bit of powder or like some blotting sheets and fix that. Overall, I would say I'm pretty happy with the foundation. I'm happy with the shade that I got. I would give it a solid 4 stars. And it's nice. I like it. I definitely see it kind of fitting into my rotation of foundations. And like I said, it's lightweight, not too heavy. It offers like a good solid medium coverage. If you have oily skin, I'm gonna say maybe you should probably maybe skip it because it is very glowy in the beginning. Even the side that has the powder on it, like, I know it's a lightweight powder, but the glowing is still kind of like seeped through. If you have dry skin, I think you're gonna love it, but yeah, definitely oily skin, just keep that receipt in case you have to return it, because I can't see it working that well on oily skin unless you like really set it. But then what's the point of getting a glowy foundation if you're gonna set it, Okay, and for the powder, I don't know. I'm gonna put on a little bit just to kind of see how a full day of wear kind of looks on it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a little mixed on it. Do I think it's like absolutely necessary? Is this like the most groundbreaking powder, absolutely not. Okay, I like that a lot better. That looks a little bit better in my opinion. Does it blur the pores? That's kind of claiming a little bit. I mean, as you can kind of see, like it kind of did, but I feel like any other powder could probably have the same effect. I think it's probably a powder that would work really well with drier skin because it is so lightweight. It doesn't feel stiff on the skin, and I feel like it doesn't necessarily suck out the moisture in your skin. So I do like it for that. I definitely think it has a place in, you know, my collection of powders because it is so lightweight and it's not going to add any more coverage to it, which could probably make it look cakey. Yeah, I'm not mad at it, but I don't think that it's like absolutely necessary. I think that you can pass on it. I don't think it's like the most amazing powder ever. I don't think that it's totally needed. I feel like if you have, you know, a setting powder that you like, just stick to that. I would give it a 4 for what it does, which is just basically kind of just add a little bit of like mattifying type thing where it doesn't necessarily, you know, strip you of your moisture. It still kind of lets the foundation, you know, dewiness peek out a little bit without drying you out or adding an extra layer of coverage. I'm a little bit conflicted about my opinions about the powder. Overall, I would give it a 4. I think that it did its job. I don't think it's like the most amazing powder, but it does okay. It's a decent powder. I'll give it a 4. All right, guys, so that's the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I am hopefully going to be more consistent about posting. Like I said, it's been chaotic past few months. Hopefully everything starts to kind of just settle down. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.